Hello, welcome back to Book and Trowel, back to another video for the 12 Days of Christmas series. Today I want to cover Yule. Now, scholars have a debate over Yule, the meaning behind it, the tradition behind it, how long it's been going for and things like that, but we do have a rough idea of the fact that it's been going on for roughly since the 4th century onwards. Today when people think of Yule they think of mostly of the Yule log, unless you still celebrate Yule, but the celebration itself, the belief behind it, has kind of changed over the centuries. Probably won't even be the same as what our ancestors may have celebrated, but people have a basic understanding of Yule, what it symbolises, what it's for, and when it tends to fall. Yule, depending on what you believe, tends to fall around the time of midwinter, so that would be from like the 21st of December to January. To some it's even starting from the 25th of December up until to January, which to some believe that Yule was the start of where the eldest son would go out and get a log for the fire, and the log would have to be so big that it would burn for 12 days, hence the 12 days of Christmas. Today we tend to just make maybe like a Yule log, which is made out of cake and tends to be made out of chocolate, and it tends to be shaped like a log, hence the symbolism behind the 12 days of Christmas slash the Yule log. But in previous times they used to believe that on especially the day of the winter solstice, which is the 21st of December, that was the longest night, hence the rebirthing of the sun god. The sun god would then be looked after by the Holly King, who was responsible for looking after us between midsummer to Yule, and then after he would give his life to the sun god would then pass on to the Oak King, who would then look after us from Yule up to midsummer. That is what some of the beliefs are. Some people believe that the origin of the word Yule derives from Scandinavian Norse word. It's spelled Jule, which is more J-U-U-L. Some people believe it's more Germanic. Unfortunately, we don't have a clear picture or a clear understanding of this tradition. All we know is that many people still follow this tradition today, or at least their interpretation of this tradition, as is the same with many previous beliefs that unfortunately got pushed out by Christianity. Nowadays, as a Christian, you may celebrate on the 25th of December for the birth of Jesus Christ, or if you're just an everyday mainstream person, you just celebrate it because it's the holiday. But back way when, it used to be a celebration of Yule, a celebration of midwinter, and 25th of December was a celebration of Madrika, or the Mother's Night. I may not have actually pronounced that right, but it basically translates to Mother's Night, hence all the connection between the sun god. Some people believe that by the time Christianity came into the scene, they adapted taking on the 25th of December to be the birth of Jesus, to incorporate the winter celebrations that people of old would believe in. But for a long time, the time between the back end of December and early January would mostly be referred to as midwinter, at least in the Old English, that is when it was referred to. In 726, Saint Beda, I probably pronounced his name wrong, he spelled B-E-D-E, he was a monk and a scholar, and he stated that Yule was the time between December and January. Today, you can celebrate Yule, many people still do, but it's up to you. What do you believe in regards to Yule? Do you celebrate Yule? Do you have a better understanding of what this tradition is? From the sources that I was looking at for this video, it seemed very conflicting of what archaeologists and historians tend to believe, but it is thought to believe that it's originated as far back as the 4th century, but it's more the tradition side of it, what people believe. Some believe that with the Nordic belief behind it, it was a gateway between the dead and the living, sort of like the veil had dropped, which is also believed on the day of Halloween as well. But some say that it wasn't seen like that, or a time of when Odin would come, but seen more as a time as the Nordic New Year's. So there's a lot of conflicting information as to what Yule is, where it originated from, how it was celebrated. But I hope this video has given you a little bit of a taster as to Yule, and a little bit of the background to it as well. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in another video tomorrow, where I'm going to talk a little bit more about the darker side of Christmas. Thanks for watching.